Latisha Randolph. Listen to understand. Listen to understand. Latisha Randolph.
Have you ever been a part of a conversation and all you did was wait for your turn to talk? Yeah, you may be guilty, but I'm not going to accuse you. I'm just going to admit my guilt. I have done that so many times, but I learned my lesson. Sometimes in life, the best lessons come from the simplest situations. And today I'm going to share a story with you about a lesson that I learned. I want you to remember 3 words in this story today, if you don't remember anything else. But before I tell you the 3 words, let me tell you the story. I was sitting at my desk during the pandemic, which was really my dining room table, and all I could hear was yelling at the top of the stairs. My 2 boys have really strong, loud voices, but so do I. So I yelled upstairs, "Get down here!" They came down. "What are you guys arguing about?" Michael, the 7-year-old. "Kylan said that the man on the YouTube video is short, but he's not." Kylan, the 14-year-old, in his deep, new, in between man and teenager voice says, "He's so short. That guy is short." "No, he's not." "Yes, he is." "No, he's not." "Yes, he is." They were arguing again. You know how it goes. Everybody trying to be right, nobody listening to anyone, never getting anywhere. "Stop! That's enough," I said. So I dusted off my 5th grade skills, pulled out my conflict management things that I learned, and said, "Michael, tell me what you're saying. Kylan, don't interrupt. Kylan, tell me what you're saying. Michael, don't interrupt." Michael: "I know that guy is short because I saw him on the real video game and he was big." Kylan: "Proceed to tell me this very technical explanation about how the video game will get you in the VR set. It will scale to the height of your size, and that's how I know that guy's not short." Okay, now I see. Well, who's right? Michael? Kylan? In this case, both of them. But does that really matter? What were they arguing about anyway? How was this going to solve world hunger again? It wasn't. All they cared about was being right. Had they taken the time to just listen and understand, it would have went more smoothly. This was my teachable moment. I said to my 14-year-old, "Kylan, if you just was a big brother and listened to understand, you could have taught Michael something new that he never knew." And before you say, "Oh, you're such a good mom for teaching him that and saying that," let me tell you, I was guilty. Only months before, I found myself frustrated with my 14-year-old because he was acting like a kid and I wanted him to act like an adult. And then it hit me. I had forgotten. I had forgotten what it was like to be 14. And I can remember my mom saying, "Tisha, stop acting so simple." And moments later, "Tisha, stop being in grown folks' conversations." And I was like, who do you want me to be? Am I supposed to be an adult or am I supposed to be a kid? I came back from memory lane, explained it to my 14-year-old. He shook his head in agreement. I could tell. That's exactly how I was making him feel. How many times do we find ourselves in situations like that? Whether it's with a coworker, a family member, a spouse, significant other. How many times are we arguing for the sake of arguing, only to prove that we're right or to try to prove our point, only to get nowhere? And we're not even going to talk about what we do on social media where we can hide behind our screens. What if we stopped for a moment and listened to what people were actually saying? Took a moment to listen, to understand. How would that change things? When I heard Michael and I heard Kylan tell me both of their sides, and I listened and I took time to understand, I learned something new from both of them. When I put myself in the shoes of the 14-year-old, he felt understood. What happens when a person feels understood? What happens when a person feels listened to? I'll tell you what happens. People change. Respect shows up. The situation is different. I want you to remember today those 3 words. And I want you to take them with you to the next argument, the next relationship that you're in. I want you to take them with you when you have a chance to listen to someone else. Say these 3 words with me. Listen to understand. One more time. Listen to understand. If we start there, we'll always end up in a better place. Thank you for listening.